Yon, kamusta? Welcome to another episode ng Self-Talk. Episode number, hindi ko na alam. Siguro, bahala na. Ako na bahala dyan maglagay kung anong episode number to. I think 14. Episode number 14. And, o 15. Oo, hindi ko na alam. Pero yun nga, simulan na natin to. We're recording this ng New Year. Okay? After New Year, first week ng January. And syempre, the mindset coming into this episode is simple lang. Simulan natin ulit. Ang pangalan ng podcast is self-talk. So ano nga ba yung talk ko sa internal monologue, yung internal monologue ko ngayon, no? Syempre kasama natin si George Ramos. Hi, George.
Hi, Ken. George Ramos here. Thank you again for being a guest.
Oo.
And hopefully meron tayong matutunan uli, no? In terms of coming up with self-talk lalo na ngayong New Year.
Oo.
Importante 'yan.
Ako thankful din ako kay George kasi I mean mas napapalalim yung conversation, George, when you know I'm also talking to an individual rather than just talking to myself. Talagang self-talk lang talaga.
Ako din, ganun din.
Oo, pero sige. So ngayon, what's running in my mind? Yun yung una kong tanong sa sarili ko eh. Ngayon, I think nandito ako sa part ng buhay ko na marami ng bagay ang irrelevant. Hindi na siya ganun ka exciting. Kumbaga birthday, steady lang. I'm currently 42 right now.
Yeah.
So, steady lang. I mean, birthdays are birthdays. I just spend it with family. Yan lang. And kung may friends. Oo, ganun. Wala na yung mga panahon na lahat ng tropa mo, invitein mo, party tayo dito, ganun. It's not like that anymore. Kakatapos lang ng holidays, pero it's more centered on just family lang din and doing what I want to do. So mas naka-focus siya sa kung ano yung gusto kong gawin. So kung mari gusto ko lang mag-Dota ng buong ganyan, yun yung gusto kong gawin. Yun na yung gagawin ko talaga. And at least masaya ako doon. Tapos I took in a couple of clients pa rin over Christmas. Why? Because I think I still get a kick dun sa feeling that they're working on themselves this panahon ng holiday.
Yeah.
And lalo ngayon na panahon ng New Year, I get energy from these people who are aspiring to be better, who are aspiring to be more.
Okay.
So, even if there are days that I feel like wala lang, but when I get to work with people or talk to people like you, na iba yung energy na nadadala in a conversation, it gives me perspective, kumbaga, to move on and alam mo yun, to create better or have better energy to work with myself and others.
Paano mo yun? Paano mo synthesize or paano mo, kasi sabi mo nga you reflected, di ba? Parang you started with self-reflection, yung awareness, no? Pero how did you arrive na yun yung dapat iisipin mo? Malalim yung tanong, no? Pero siguro parang
parang hindi naman ganyan dati.
Oo.
Ba't ngayon ganyan ka? Ganyan.
How did you arrive at that?
Well, sa akin, yun lang eh. Last episode, sinabi ko parang hindi natin nabibigyan kasi yung sarili natin ng oras. Yun yung ina-advocate ko nga dito eh. Na nagkaroon ako ng time sa buhay ko that I was just too focused on other people to the point na hindi ko na nabibuild yung sarili kong growth, yung sarili kong sistema, yung sarili kong ganyan. Kasi parang service provider tayo eh.
Correct.
Therapy, coaching, di ba? And nakafocus na ako dun sa iba.
Yeah.
Teka lang. I have to give more time to myself so that I could better serve other people. Ang nakita akong realization nung December dun sa usapan namin ni Strix. Usap kami ni Strix eh. Outclass. It's not just outclass other people. You have to outclass yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, sino ba ako last year?
So you have to outclass.
Teka lang, yung belief ko, yung approaches ko last year, pag tinitingnan ko, ngayon Georgia, I'll be honest with everyone listening. Kaya ko pang umabot dun sa prime ko as a speaker and as a coach. Pero, hindi ko mahabol yung prime ko pa nung early years ko as a coach. Parang pag binabalikan ko yung memories ko nung mga nasa 2018, 2019 ng Ken na coach, sobrang NLP-based
Was that your prime?
Ngayon kasi halo yung approach ko eh. I'm mixing other approaches na. Hindi lang siya NLP, hindi lang siya hypnotherapy. I'm also mixing based doon sa mga natutunan ko with other coaches and clients eh. I'm mixing it up na eh. Pero dati purist. Sobrang pure ako. NLP talaga, boom! Hypnotherapy lang, ganun.
What would you rather be in your place right now than or ina-aspire mo pa yung 2018 version?
I think gusto ko siyang balikan.
Talaga?
Medyo meron siyang kaya naman siyang balikan. Kaya naman siyang balikan. Pero minsan parang hindi na ako 'yon. Pero alam kong yun yung talagang hard-hitting na mananakit talaga. Pero alam mo yan, parang
alam mo ang analogy ko diyan?
Ang weird ng feeling, bro. Alam kong mataas na state 'yon, pero parang mataas din naman 'to, pero parang kailangan ko ba 'to? Parang okay siyang tingalain na lang na state. I mean, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I think the best analogy for me there is like parang yung mga artists, mga banda.
Okay.
First album dilemma.
Okay.
You come up strong in your first album. Ganda, galing mo, yan yung prime mo. Or nag-build up towards into 1, 2, 3 albums, ang galing mo. Tapos bigla kang nag-iba ng direction. Nag-iba yung direction. Dahil nagkaroon ka na ng iba't ibang influences.
Yes.
Naging musician ka na. Hindi ka lang fighting for your artistry. Talagang may mga inadapt ka ng bago.
Yeah, I think exactly.
Di ba? Parang ganun eh. But then, at the end of the day,
it's siya pure eh.
Pero parang,
pure.
parang, paano ko kaya pwede balikan yung bangis ko nung dati na mas mabangis sana, pero now incorporating most of what I've learned. Tama ba?
Pwedeng ganun eh. Pwedeng ganun eh.
Ganun ba yung feeling mo?
Gusto ko ganun pa din. Yung angas ko nun. Kasi
ganun pa rin.
sobrang yung if I were to define it clearly, when I was in that, hindi na ako beginner na coach nun eh. Mga nagsimula naman ako 2013, 2014, pero noong mga 2018, 2019, medyo nandun ako sa very specific yung NLP na approaches na ginagamit ko nun. Talaga pag kinausap mo ako, nagpa-coaching ka sa akin, nagpa-mentor ka sa akin, wala akong ibang concept na papasok doon. Talagang NLP lang. Paprosesin kita ng NLP. Language pattern, sobrang gamit na gamit ko. Pero ngayon, I do think I'm better. I'm much more relaxed. It's just that there's a feeling lang na parang
namimiss mo yung angas.
Namimiss ko lang yung angas. Kasi siguro, payat na payat pa ako nandun. Tsaka kaya kong rumekta ng dire-diretso lang.
Hindi kaya dapat physical yung transformation para mabalik mo.
I think, hindi ko pa siya goal eh. Pero I think, health-wise, in terms of food, I'm eating more healthier right now. Pero I think dapat, thank you. I think dapat i-goal ko na yan.
Diba?
Ngayon, i-goal ko na
yan. Kasi
yan.
baka isa yun sa mga steps eh. Na para mabalik yung angas. Diba?
Sige, balik tayo dyan. Ngayong first quarter, karamihan ng mga nasa circle natin, ang goal, nakikita natin, magpapayat. Work with their health. Okay. So, tinatanong ako, or ikaw, tinatanong mo rin ako, di ba? Ken, ano na, ayos ka na, papaus ka na, ganyan. Bawasan mo na yung meds mo, ganyan, di ba? I've always considered it.
Okay. You considered.
Considered.
But you haven't taken action.
I'm having fun, man.
Having fun in terms of not doing it.
Oh, not doing it. Kasi the more na pinipilit sa akin ng mga tao, the more na parang,
Siguro,
fuck you, di ba? Parang, tangina, okay na yan. Parang, I just have this concept that I want to enjoy my life to the fullest. But if you think about it, you're right eh. Is it enjoyment kung bigla ka magkasakit?
Hindi. Or
Tama,
for that
di ba?
matter, is it enjoyment if one day,
Oh,
out of nowhere,
bigla ka sinipa, pak, oh.
di ba? So, I don't know. I can't, ako, sabi ko nga as a coach myself, I can't put words into your mouth.
And challenging, di ba?
Diba?
Conflicting siya eh.
Parang ako, I would even say na pare, your moment will come or there will be a fitness
Meron.
sa buhay mo, pero hindi ko masasabi kung kailan yan.
Ikaw, kailan ka nag-start ang fitness journey mo?
Pare, eto.
10 years yung gap natin.
The fitness journey started talaga nung may nararamdaman akong sakit.
Kailan?
10 years ago.
Oh, baka ito na rin yung part na yan.
42, 43.
Oh,
I started my fitness journey kasi nakakaramdam na ako ng sakit.
Baka yun yung dapat sakto, di ba?
And the sakit is weird. I mean, it's something na parang downplay mo lang, pero parang, pare, ibang klase itong sakit na to. Talagang tumatanda na ako.
Okay.
So, yun.
Hindi ko pa siya na-feel eh. Yung tumatanda na ako.
Mafe-feel mo siya very subtle muna yung mga dating.
Ah,
yung mga
okay,
tipong
okay,
minsan,
okay.
magugulat ka. Bakit parang...
Yung mga pag-uupo ko pa lang.
parang... Hindi yun eh.
Ah, wala pa doon.
Wala pa doon.
Normal lang sa lalaki yun.
Normal. Ako may gout ako matagal na eh. Ano mo yung gout, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero yun, wala yun, nada-downplay ko. Yung mga tipong magugulat ako, bakit ganun? Parang minsan, ihi na ako ng ihi.
Ah, ganun. So, parang tumanda na.
Parang, or
Iba na
for
yung
that matter.
pantog ko. Ganyan.
Or for that matter, ba't parang ganun? Minsan, pag may lumingon lang ako ng konti, may konting hilo.
Ah, putik may ganun. Sige.
So doon mo makikita na parang, ano ba meron?
So, ngayon talaga you're living a more healthier lifestyle.
I don't even consider it healthy. I want to make sure I enjoy. Kasi nga sabi mo nga, you have to have fun.
Yun eh. I'm having fun with the things that I eat ngayon. Pero let's be real. Ito nga yung totoo eh. Kahit sabihin ko na wala akong pakialam sa how I look, how ganito. In this profession that I am coaching people to be better.
Yeah.
I have to also work on that part.
Again, sabi nga ni Strix, you have to outclass yourself.
I have to outclass.
Pare, you have to go back to that album era na bangis talaga.
So yun yung mental state ko ngayon. I'm still having fun. I'm having the best time of my life. Relax lang. I get to work with clients kung kailan ko gusto. And still have a lot of trips na naka-schedule. It's because nakita ko parang exploring the world. Maliban sa maraming pagkain sa ibang bansa.
Yun naman ang ano dyan
nakakatuwa lang makita yung iba't ibang culture.
Oo. At saka yung behavior.
Iba yung behavior.
Yung culture okay pa eh. Kasi alam mo naman, makikita mo lang siya actual. Ang ganda pala niya. Pero yung behavior, ma-experience mo.
People watching, kung ano yung ginagawa ko dito, yung pupunta ako sa 3rd floor ng mall, tapos nakatitig lang ako sa baba, tapos magcha-channel ka lang ng energy dun sa isang tao, hanggang sa biglang pagdaramdaman niya, bigla siyang titingin kahit nandun ko sa... Weird nun, man. Ang weird nun, pero ginagawa ko pa rin yung tipo nakaganyan ka lang. Babantayan mo lang yung behavior ng lahat ng tao makakasalubong mo. May problema ba to? Anong nararamdaman nito? I still do that to look at micro expressions. May magnanay, may magsyota na magkasama, malalaman mo kung magkaaway, kung ano, hindi man sila nagsasalita, you already see it eh. They're communicating to you subconsciously when you look at them. Ginagawa ko pa rin siya sa ibang bansa and it's fascinating na it's very similar but also different at the same time.
Kasi nga na-observe mo siya tapos na-analyze mo. Mabalik lang tayo dun sa ginawa mong reflection.
Tama, binalik tayo sa self-talk.
Paano natin mabibigyan na tip yung mga ibang colleagues natin, clients natin, I mean, kasi, again, ang ganda nung analogy. Ako, I was able to get an analogy, yung first album analogy.
Oh, yeah. Ganda nga eh.
Na
Ganda
parang
nga.
artist ka, di ba? Pero, for some other folks out there, anong magandang process for them to start off so that when they come up with things such as what you've reflected on, and again, it can't just be health, no? It can be other things.
Okay.
It could be their wealth, their relationships,
Okay.
their work, 'di ba? Anong pwede nilang gawin?
Sa akin, una i-classify muna nila kung boses ba nila yung naririnig nila.
Wow. Oo nga.
Minsan kasi hindi mo naman boses eh. Teka lang, nasan mo ba naririnig? Sa NLP, tinitingnan namin na maigi yan. Where do you hear that voice? Is it on this side, dito ba sa harap, sa likod ba? Gaano kataas yung boses, gaano kalakas yung boses? Teka lang, kung positive self-talk ba yan, negative self-talk ba yan, whose voice is it? And some, weirdly, hindi lang some, most, it's not even their voice.
Really?
Sometimes it's the voice of their mom. Sometimes it's the voice of their partner. Sometimes it's the voice of
somebody else.
Somebody else.
Alright. But should it be their voice? Or should it,
Hindi naman
or okay
talaga,
lang ba?
minsan hindi na natin na-identify because it's
there.
just there. Minsan di lang yan isa, minsan dalawa-dalawa pa, minsan iba-iba, madami
Minsan
pa.
grupo eh, parang naghahanap
Minsan
ka.
grupo pa
Kailangan marami sila para maniwala ako.
So
eh.
it's not, I don't want to speak in a generalized term because there are people that don't have self-talk. Hindi lahat ng tao may internal dialogue.
But should they?
Hindi. May mga tao nang wala.
Okay.
May mga tao na wala. And ano yan eh, parang naglabas ng video yan sa internet eh. Kasi parang yung isang na interview nila, walang negatives, walang dialogue, internal dialogue. So na-roll ba ako? Na-roll ba?
Oo nga,
Di ba ako
I mean,
normal?
di ba?
So, minsan, may mga ganun na nahihirapan din akong i-work with hypnotherapy, lalo na. When you get to ask the person to go deep and ask themselves or talk to themselves, walang ganun. So, ang hirap, may
tingin mo ba
challenge
wala?
yun.
I mean, I don't want to challenge that. Pero sa tingin mo ba wala or minamask lang nila?
Sa experience ko, meron talagang wala. So, minsan, iba yung communication style nun. Minsan, kailangan kong
You have to
i-change
draw it
yung
out.
therapy
You have to draw
kasi,
it out.
describe it better. Could you describe it to me? What's happening inside? Ken, wala talaga eh.
So walang
So,
tools,
what are you
walang
feeling?
awareness. Ganun.
Wala masyado. So, parang, ito yun I've watched different mentors already work with clients like that.
And nothing happens.
Wala. Ang challenge. Hindi, they tried their best. So, nakikita ko yung approach na walang nangyayari. So, classify na lang namin unhypnotizable subject. And I've encountered 3 to 4 unhypnotizable subjects already.
Wow.
Oo. So, ngayon, ang challenge, for example, pwede ko naman sabihin dito, asawa ko naman siya eh. Si Fem, medyo challenge yun. Unhypnotizable yun. So, she already has did the hypnotherapy with other friends. Wala. So, parang,
When you say walang epekto?
Wala. Parang
Walang lumalabas?
Feeling ko, meron naman siya internal dialogue, pero hindi ko alam kung sa authority or hindi
Or
lang
baka hindi lang nagko-connect.
sa connect.
Walang connect, no?
Oo, pero ibang example na lang para mas comfortable ako. Meron pa akong dalawa na kausap.
Alright.
So parang I had to talk to them with feelings.
Okay.
Not more on the words. So parang more on touching. So if you get to feel, when you say that you're feeling down, how does it feel? Where do you feel it?
Alright.
So it's not more on a dialogue work na, it's more of the shifting na lang ng emotions or where mapping emotions where they feel it. Ganun ko na lang ginawa yung therapy ko. Because I have to come up with other modes to work with their system. Kasi iba-iba talaga yung system ng tao.
Alright.
Sabi ko nga sa'yo, may mga tao na sobrang dami ng internal dialogue, hindi nila ma-figure out kung sino. And may mga tao na very specific yung dialogue. At paulit-ulit. So, when you get to help a person classify that this is just dialogue and they could control the dialogue. Kanina, I think sa isang podcast ang usapan natin was slave and master.
Slave and master. Oh.
Most have been slaves to their internal dialogue.
Okay.
So, mas master yung internal dialogue rather than the person. Rather than, teka lang, these are thoughts. And thoughts could lead to emotion.
Of course.
Of course. Of course. Now, if you have better management of thought and you get to know kung kailan ka naglalagay ng attention dun sa mga thoughts na yon, mas makokontrol mo ngayon what happens next dun sa emotions.
I certainly agree with that.
And ito, realization ko to kahapon. Sinulat ko dito sa phone ko eh. How can you read the future? Hanep, weird ng ano. Ibang topic to ha.
Sobrang ano eh. No?
Ibang topic to. Tapos, realization ko, patterns.
Oh, of course. Yes. Data.
So,
Patterns.
Data and patterns. When you have data sa mga nangyari, ang laki ng chance that it could, repeat again, it's not 100%, but high probability that it could happen based on the data that you have in information. Pero ito yung tingin kong skill na hina-highlight namin sa neuro-linguistic programming. It is called acuity.
Acuity. So how's that work?
Okay. So sabihin na natin, visual acuity. So when you look at a person, nag-uusap tayo ngayon, how do I gather information? Kuwari, visual lang.
Maybe observation?
Observation of what?
Actions?
Pwede. Now, based sa movement mo, you're already communicating a lot of things. So ngayon, me, strengthening the skill o yung acuity, I know what to look for. So ibig sabihin, I'm looking at body language right now. I'm looking at eye accessing cues right now. So minsan, instant na onting movement ng facial expression mo, you're already communicating an emotion or a thought that you have in your mind. So when you're questioning, meron kang specific facial expression, parang pag nagre-recall ka, meron kang, di ba? Meron. So ngayon, if you get to understand what to look for, you know how to react to it.
That's really good. That's really cool.
Acuity. Ngayon, iba yung visual sa auditory. Now, auditory acuity is I know what to listen for.
Yeah.
So ngayon, tonality shifts. Nag-shift yung tone mo pag ganito, teka lang, uncertain ka dun. Okay, nag-shift pataas. Okay, question yan. Nag-shift ka ng bababa. Kaya nga minsan, pag nagkaroon, di ba, sabi ko sa'yo kanina, nagkaroon kami ng isang parang debate or heated discussion kagabi. So ngayon, yung ganon, naririnig ko na nag-shift yung tone niya pataas. Hindi na discussion yun.
Iba na.
He was proving a strong point. So when nandun sa point na he is proving a strong point, teka lang, hindi na siya nandun sa normal na logic na usapan namin kanina. Medyo emotional na siya dun. Kaya, hearing that, over the phone teka lang, I know what to do.
Put the brakes on.
Brakes muna tayo, wait lang, hinga muna tayo ng konti, and let's back to discussion lang.
Yeah.
Diba? Auditory acuity yun. Because you get to understand the situation has changed just by the change in tone.
Okay.
Now, meron din, sa NLP yun, kinesthetic, acuity. Yung pakiramdam. So, kunwari, may kausap ka, tapos napapakiramdaman mo na, teka lang, hindi nag-a-align, di ba? Internally, feeling mo parang, medyo repulsive siya sa akin. Ramdam mo eh. So, again, pattern recognition. Yun yung gusto kong skill na i-help yung mga people that I get to work with this year.
Alright.
Pattern recognition.
If we were to wrap things up today, how would you...
Grabe, no, men?
Oo
Self-talk to acuity,
Oo.
pattern recognition.
But if we were going back to the self-talk,
okay, sige,
core,
balik
no?
tayo.
And i-wrap natin. Sabi mo nga kanina, yung concept about acuity. Ako kasi, ang natutunan ko, although hindi mo siya na-mention, based dun sa discussion natin, napaka-importante ng attention.
Attention.
Where you put your attention.
ABS, yeah.
In order for you to be able to manage whatever.
Yeah.
Whether it's your emotion, your self-talk, your internal dialogue. No? And again, it might be a different discussion in the future about yun nga sinasabi natin na taong hindi talaga makarelate, no, sa self-talk nila or dialogue nila. But for the ones who do, anong maaano mo? Anong parang pinaka, maybe 1 or 2 words that you can share na pwede nang isipin when it comes to self-talk in the new year or for that matter, para sa sarili nila ngayon?
Okay. Una, be kinder to yourself. I mean, matanda ka na. Siguro kung nakikinig ka ngayon, may edad ka na. May capability ka na mag-isip para sa sarili mo. The goal of this podcast is to raise awareness and to give you control. To give back control to you that you could manage your attention better, which leads to awareness, which leads to clarity, which leads to the actions that you need para sa sarili mo.
Okay.
Hindi naman tong podcast na to is para sa amin or hindi, para to sa'yo na nakikinig ngayon, be it nasa kotse ka or kung nasan ka man ngayon. Be kinder to yourself. Yun lang yung pinaka-best na masasabi ko ngayon. Yeah. Lalo na if you've been so harsh on yourself for the past years, I think make this podcast episode the start na to realize, change that self-talk, control it, don't be a fucking slave to it. Be the master of that structure, that system inside you, and study more. Study more. Tuloy-tuloy lang akong gagawa ng mga episodes na ganito. This is a mental health, internal shit na session podcast for me. Yun lang yung ginagawa ko, kaya meron ganito eh. So, sana makatulong. Makatulong. Awareness lang.
Ako, ang wish ko para sa'yo, bro, is to get back your angas. Sabi mo nga.
Maangas pa rin. Maangas pa rin talaga. At may
angas ko eh. Pero again, if that's what you aspire for, I hope to see you there. Kasi like di ba?
Sarap.
Mahilig ako sa musika eh.
Ako rin.
So, I know the feeling eh. If you're an artist, first album, nag-fluke siya, di ba? You want to go back to that eh. Kahit na ang dami mo na experience eh, di ba? So, di ba, kunyari, Metallica wants to go back to Justice for All or yung Master of Puppets na album. Di ba? Siyempre, gusto mo bumalik dun eh. Yung artistry na gano'n.
Naalala ko tuloy yung state ko nung sobrang musikero ko.
Di ba?
Gusto ko pa rin siyang balikan, pero hindi na kaya ng daliri ko yung humawak ulit ng fret. Parang puro power chords na lang yung kaya kong gawin. Hindi na kaya. Pero yun nga, I mean, some things change when you get to a certain age eh. But internally and mentally, thank you, George. Thank you for your wish. I do think, recalling that state, malaki yung chance na kaya naman siyang balikan. Kaya naman siyang balikan.
Diba? So, okay. Alright.
Okay, so yun lang. So that wraps up this episode of Self-Talk with Ken Consumera, and syempre guest natin, si George Ramos. Kita-kits ulit tayo dun sa next episode. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.